Hey y'all, it's Chrissy from Teadoddles. No, I haven't fell off the face of the earth. I took a little hiatus from doing videos. At first unintentionally and then intentionally. But I just wanted to catch up with y'all today. But first, let's just welcome any new subscribers. Welcome back, subscribers. I'm happy to have you here with me and my maker shenanigans. I do like to do the DIY thing, the sewing things, the yarny things, and the DIY things. If you like to make things, you might like it here. All right, so this month has been very busy, the month of April. I think it's been over a month since I've done a video. I know that. I just had so much going on that I just did not have the time or the energy to do it, and then slowed down a little bit, and then I was like, you know what, I'm just gonna take off a little bit more time and just think about stuff. Sometimes you gotta do stuff like that, right? You gotta take a little break. So I'm still here, and I'm planning on doing videos. You'll see more videos coming out this week. So this month I didn't do a post about my maker stash down for this month. I will be doing one for next month, but I'm changing it up a little bit. I decided I'm going to focus on one craft more for the month. I feel like that's going to be better. This month I kind of been crocheting a lot. I got a few things finished. All new projects I started and finished. Nothing. I don't think I finished anything other than weaving in ends of stuff I had started previously. That's okay though. Sometimes you do things like that. Sometimes you need that to get those creative juices flowing, so to speak. I was also sick for about a week with some sinus allergy madness going on. And then I had my ear stopped up for a whole week, 1 week. To get the doctor to clear that out. And then I've just been busy. Just been doing stuff, living life, doing things. My hair is growing out. I've been letting it grow. I'm letting it grow out. I'm slowly cutting it into a shag haircut. We'll see how long it gets, or if I keep it that way. We'll see. But I'm going to show you some things I crocheted on today. I talk about a few of those things. This coming month in May, I'm going to focus on clothes sewing. So I did a video a while back, I don't know, sometime last year I think it was, about where I had paired up a bunch of patterns with fabric, and I'm going to be working through that. That's going to be my primary focus, is sewing clothes. So then I'll do other little projects or work on other little things, like in the evenings I'm sure I'll still crochet and things like that. As I want to, but I felt like if I focused more on one area each month, that maybe I would get more accomplished instead of so much from so many different areas, if that makes sense. So we're gonna try that and see how that goes. This month, since I didn't have much time otherwise, other than the evening watching TV, I decided to just do the crochet. Hold on a second. I don't know why this thing does this. Okay, for some reason, it dims my light as I'm sitting here, and it annoys me because, I don't think it does it on the recorded end, but then I can't see. It's aggravating, but anyway, I don't know why it does that. It didn't used to do that. It's got to where it does that now. Maybe there's some setting that's gotten flipped that I need to check out. But today I'm going to show you some things I finished crocheting, and because I pulled out some books off my shelf back here and made a few little things out of it, because I got a lot of single skeins of yarn that I just want to work through and get kind of out of the way. I'm working on powering down my stash. I also started an Excel file. I have an Excel file for my yarn. I keep up with all my yarn like that, with projects I've done and completed like that. But I also started me an Excel file for my fabric. I was like, why am I not doing this for my fabric? Because then I could put it in there, and my patterns I could organize that way. A lot of my patterns are PDF, some are printed, some are not. And then when I'm looking for something to go with something, it'd be easier to match it up. And that's quite a task. some of my fabric does not have labels. Like, I don't know how much I'll be doing my fat quarters and stuff like that. Luckily, it's stuff I order from Fabric Mart, like as far as clothing and utility fabric and those kind of things. I could go back to a certain extent and look at what I've ordered and just type it in that way. So a while back, someone asked me about making my yarn Excel file where other people could use it. I'm looking into that, and then I may look into the way I'm doing my fabric one too, for other people who like to organize things. And when your stash gets so big, you gotta, I feel like if I don't organize, I don't know what the heck I got going on sometimes. Even though I have it out and I can see it, it becomes overwhelming. And if I can just look at that and match up stuff and then go pull it out, it works better for my yarn that way. So hopefully it'll work good for my fabric that way. So I've already started doing that, and like I said, I'm going to be focused on clothes sewing coming in May, and I'll be doing lots of videos around that. That doesn't mean I'm not going to do videos otherwise. That was my computer, sorry. I thought it was asleep. I don't know why I was doing that. Maybe I'll just close it, and then I won't have to worry about it doing that no more. I just felt like that was probably a better way for me to do that, like focus on this certain craft, so to speak. Because sewing, I sew all kinds of things, but I thought, well, if I specifically focus on sewing clothes, I can get videos done for that, and then I can, I can do other stuff as I see fit, and still talk to y'all about what I'm making. All right, so now I'm gonna go ahead because I've gone to, oh, I got a while. I've got a supper to go to this evening, so I'm gonna just show you some things that I've been crocheting or that I've finished. I have a whole stack of washcloths, and well, this is a dishcloth because it's scrubby. It's with that scrubby stuff. I do like it better when I mix this with like a regular cotton yarn, and then it's easier to see and put together, I feel. But I do use these, and mine are getting worn out, so I needed some more. This one I haven't woven in, but I just finished it. But this is a washcloth. I think it was a pattern I had, I think. Or it may be one I made up, because I think this is a lemon peel stitch. So, and then this one is a crunch stitch one, which I really like this. I actually want to make some big towels like this. I just like the way that stitches. These two haven't been woven in, and I don't remember which cotton. I got a pile of cotton over there I need to do. These I haven't woven in the end for this. This is a soap sack. I still need to put a string, a towel, and a little face scrubby. Those patterns are actually, this soap sack has kind of bobble stitches on one side and mesh on the other, and this is a little face cloth. Now I have a poof when I do that I like better. I actually use these things, but I'm doing some for me and some to give as gifts. And this was just a hand mitt, like you want to wash with that. It's too big to be a soap sack, really. And I have a bunch of, these will be washcloths. See, when I start running out of yarn, I'll mix it with another yarn. I think this is, I can't remember what stitch this is for these. There's certain stitches I like to use. This one and that last one, except the peach part, was the yarn bee, the little yarn bees. And this one, I think I finished this one a long time. This was on the knit. This is on the We Crochet or Knit Picks pattern website for free. You can download it for free. I remember I'll put a link down there below, but it's just pretty. So dishcloths. I also finished out all of these cotton coasters from that kit I got, the Mindful Making kit from DMC. So I finished all of those. I don't remember to use coasters, so I'm not sure if I'll keep these or give them to somebody. I finished another hat with the remainder of the Nebula. from Lion Brand. I don't think they make it anymore. Is that what it was called? Maybe that was the name of the yarn. I don't know. I made 2 hats with it. And this is the Easy Ribbed hat or something from Underground Crafter. I'll put a link to that pattern below. I like using this pattern because you stitch it little panels and you just add it and you make it bigger or longer. And I like it. These are smaller hats, but those will go in my hat donation. I finished my scarf, my one skein scarf pattern, which was just something I made up. Kind of did X's and O's at the end. But this is a skein. It's some kind of yarn bee fabric. I mean fabric. Thread. Yarn bee yarn. I'll get it right in a minute, y'all. I don't know that I have that little tag with me, but it's just one skein. It's really soft. I don't remember. It's some from Hobby Lobby, some kind of one of their yarns. It's got these little yellow flecks in it and stuff, and it's super soft. So I can't wear that right now. I possibly will keep that one. I don't know, I haven't decided yet. All right, now I pulled off, I didn't make that out of there, did I? No. One of my books and marked some things I wanted to do, smaller projects, Vintage Crochet, this book. I really like some of the patterns in here. The first one I completed was this Rick Rack kerchief, which is on her head right there. Yeah, I made it. It's blue and gold, which I realize is our football team. Our high school football team is the Cougars, and they're blue and gold. I did have it, the cotton bamboo linen from Lion Brand for this. I used up all of the yellow. I had just a teensy bit left, which is why it doesn't, down at the bottom it's all blue. And the edging is all blue, because the edging was supposed to be yellow too, but I ran out of yellow. And I had blue left, and I couldn't understand the lace detail, so I just went around the edge one time with it. These are UK terms in this book, and you have to really pay attention to that. And then, I don't know, there was something about the way they were explaining how to do that. It didn't make sense to me. So I just didn't do it. And I said, well, this will be good enough. But this is like a little kerchief like that, which would be nice if I'm doing stuff around the house and I'm just want my hair out the way because it's getting longer. I can get like a little tiny ponytail out of it. Ponytail. All of it don't stay in there, but I can get a little one out of it. But they put a ribbon. It has a little slot so you can put a ribbon. I didn't put the ribbon in there, but I like it. And it's this cotton linen bamboo. It'll be nice and soft. So that was one. And then I wanted to talk about, I have another one marked, which is a small one, which I want to do. I don't know what I'm doing it out of yet, but it's this one, this little headband thing. I like it. And what other ones do I have marked? Oh, I want to do this shelf runner. I put on my mantle shelf. I can use it some of my buttons. I have a lot of buttons. It won't take very long to do that. And something else I'm working on currently is this bag. Just a little bag. It has the puff stitch. Is that what they call it? It's called the hipster tote. Yeah, the puff stitch. And I'm making it out of, they use cotton. I'm using the sugar wheel cotton. I had two of these. It's fall for frosting. So I thought it would be fun to do it in something that changes color. This is what it's looking like. I really like it. It kind of looks like it's got the little tassels, but it don't. It's just puff stitches. So I gotta have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Yeah, I need 3 more rows. And so it's not a very big, this is one side. It's just a little small tote. And then you line it with fabric. And you can use a ribbon handle or other things. I'll decide that once I finish it. But I just thought this would be cute. And it's a good way to use it. My cotton, this is a really soft cotton too. I like it. So that is the one I'm currently working on. taking a little bit longer, only because you gotta do them puff stitches. So many puff stitches, but I think it's cool looking so far. So I think it's gonna take a good portion of this, because I've gone through the green to the purple, and now I'm on this light blue, and then I got the dark blue. And I think I'll probably, well, I only have 3 more rows, but I don't think there's as much of this light blue as there is of the purple. So I'll probably be into the dark blue by the time I get to the bottom. And then you gotta do a bottom panel. So, and I gotta do the other side, which I'll do with the other skein. I have another roll of this. So that's what I'm working on currently. And now I don't have any other crochet to show you, but I wanted to show some things that I want to work on out of some of these books I have. I've been trying to pull books off the shelf instead of looking at everything on the phone. I do have a lot of digital patterns still, but this is Molly Makes Crochet. I really like the stuff in this book. Fun, bright colored projects. Like I said, I picked mostly smaller stuff. I really like these pot holders. They're pretty basic pot holders, but I'm looking to create some for myself and for future gifts. And then this pillow here, I have a lot of scrap yarn, and I really want to I have some bigger forms. It's bigger than this pillow. I really want to make them for my couch, because I've tried several different things and I didn't like it. And I have 2 big pillow forms, and I thought, well, I can use my scrap stuff, and I'm not using black. I have some darker blue that I'm going to use for the background. So I really like those 2 things for that. And I got them marked for my little tags and stuff. Oh, I did finish one more thing that I hadn't shown you yet out of this book. This coral reef scarf. This is from 1 skein crochet. So 1 to 2 skeins really. So I finished it. I did. It's not a coral reef, but isn't this pretty? I love how this turned out. This is a skein of Sunset Nights by Line Brand. This is the Santorini version, and I used almost all of it. I still got a little bit left, but if I had done like it said, I just followed the pattern, but it said what you can do with your, because you make 1/2 of it. Like I made this half. You start at the very bottom and it grows, and you make these little things as you do the rows, and then you make the loops at the end, and then you make this side and you go back, and when you make these loops you catch the other loops. So that's how it connects in the middle. So if you really want to use all of your skein, it was like, you know, you take you make it go in, you divide your skein in half, which I didn't want to take the time to do, so that's why I didn't do that. But because my skein was a little more yardage than what they listed for the project, so, but you can do that. And I really like this. It's soft. I definitely am keeping this one. It's got little sequins in the variegated part, little tiny sequins, but not in the solid parts. So, and I started from the outside and went in, so that it did almost make it back to where it would meet, but I think it looks good like that. So I really like this one, how that one turned out. I think that's my favorite one that I did. But then I pulled this is a spring We Crochet from, what year did this come from? I don't have a year on it, but because they put these out 1 year, and I don't think they did them again. Because these were magazines, but they're like a little book, really. And like I said, it's got 25 patterns in it. And the only one I'm missing, which I'm waiting on it to come in because I found it on clearance on We Crochet, was number 8. I have 1 through 9, except for 8. I missed that one somehow. So I thought, well, I'm gonna pull off one, you know, for the season we're in. We're in spring, definitely in spring in the south, with all the pollen. The pollen is crazy here. It's toned down a little bit, but there's some in here that I really love. I haven't started any of them, but I just wanted to kind of show y'all kind of what's in these books, because you can find some of these still on their website from clearance. I'll link it down below. Look at this. I mean, this is gorgeous. I don't know that I'd take the time to do it as a whole dress. It's crocheted. It's fabulous, but I don't know that I would take the time to do that. I wonder about dresses in crochet because I wonder how much they stretch. But I guess knit fabrics do that anyway. They have this cool, I like this one. It looks like a floral print in there, or an animal print almost. And what I really wanted to show y'all, I should have put a marker in it, and I did not do that. This right here, I love this little robe wrap thing. See, this is big like that dress, but I do want to make this, so I've been debating on what I want to make it out of. I could make it out of True. I have a skein over there that's sparkle True in a very pretty magenta, like a purpley magenta color. I just have one because I wanted to see how it was, and I was like, I could order some more. I had to order more to be able to do this out of it. I hadn't decided yet what I want to do. So I don't think I have enough of the weight, the DK weight yarn to make it out of anything I got. So, but I love it. I think it's gorgeous. So that's what I've been doing. Been crocheting, digging in patterns, scheming about stuff. I've been just I had a lot of activities going on. I had to go out of town this month, and I went to Athens, and Athens is very hilly if you've ever been there, and Athens, Georgia, and we walked a lot. I walked about 15 miles over 2 days, and yeah, it was very windy. That's why I got sick. But we had fun. But it's a place you need to be in shape to walk, because there's hills. I mean, it doesn't matter where you go. The hills everywhere. I did get to see UGA. I toured UGA campus, so that was kind of neat. And there's been something going on every weekend that I've been doing, which I'm not complaining about. That's usually when I do most of my recording. And last weekend I didn't go anywhere, but I was resting. I was resting because I was tired. So this weekend I got friends up, well, really family up visiting, and I've been spending time with them. So yeah, that's what I've been doing. But I just want to do this little video and pop it up right quick. You'll see more videos next week, more on a regular schedule. Getting back into the swing of things. I did miss y'all, so hopefully y'all still out there. And until I see y'all next time, y'all remember to have a life lived creatively. Bye.